Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So, what happened today? Here's what you don't know about the Bitcoin bull run. Let's talk about what happened today. We had a crazy morning. We started out the morning breaking into all-time highs. Then we came down a little bit. But we had several listings today that made several alts and memes pump up today. So let's talk about everything that has happened. Let's talk about what you may not know about this Bitcoin bull run. All right, let's do it. Welcome, guys. We are starting to stream right around $90,000, but man, this morning was absolutely crazy. I opened up my stream. We just broke 90,000. Then we headed to 91, 92. And then, I don't know if we broke 93 during my stream or afterwards. Man, it was absolutely crazy. But we're basically like right at where we started the stream, right around $90,000. And then we broke up, right? So we retraced down a little bit. That is perfectly normal when considering we're at $90,000. So that's perfectly normal. This is obviously a retracement. Obviously, also to wipe out the longs. Obviously, also some profit taking. This is perfectly normal. It sets us up for tomorrow. And let's see. Today, we were going so quick. This morning, I said, man, the way we're going, we may hit 100,000 today. It's good that we didn't because we were just going way too quick and we need some time, man. We need some time. The way we were moving, there was no time for any accumulating. I mean, things were just getting way too expensive. It's still expensive now, but we need a breather, right? But tomorrow's another day. We could be right back up to 93 by tomorrow, and then we could go to 95 and 100K tomorrow. Okay? But there are many others that are moving. I'll get to them in a little bit. But what's going on with Bitcoin? What's causing this crazy pump that we're seeing right now? I don't even know the percentage gain for November. It must be in 30+% right now. It's absolutely insane. In fact, let's not guess. Let's just look at it real quick. Let's look at data. Bitcoin returns. Well, actually a little bit lower, but still not too shabby. 27.65%. I thought we would be in the 30%, but we're getting there. Right now, basically what's happening is the ETFs are soaking up all of the sells. There are some long-term holders selling, and I'll let you guess who they are. There are some that are selling, taking a little profit. I'll give you a minute to guess who they are, but it does not matter because the ETFs are loading up. In fact, IBIT today saw the highest volume ever in history, 5 billion in volume. It has never seen this kind of volume since the beginning. First time ever. Today we had an absolutely great inflow day. Don't know what BlackRock is, considering they had a 5 billion volume day. Could be absolutely spectacular. Could be a 1 billion, 2 billion, 5 billion, whatever. It's going to be absolutely huge, right? This is what's causing these to go up. There's a supply shock that's happening. These big institutions are leading the way. That's what's also causing the retail to come in. This is what I've been saying. You need some confidence You need confident builder. That's what this is doing. Bitcoin breaking a new high is regaining confidence in retail, and that's why we're seeing the stable coins come back in. We're seeing some alts pump. We're seeing memes pump. It's all due to Bitcoin, guys. That's right. Now, it's been a minute. Who are the long-term holders selling? The miners. So miners are actually taking advantage. They've been holding out for a long time. You know, it's quite expensive to mine a single Bitcoin. So there are some miners that are selling. That may be the reason why we came down today from the 93,000. Because, well, first of all, we were overbought. Second of all, maybe there were a lot of miners dumping today. Whatever the case, that's okay. A little profit taking by the miners is okay. Again, we're just taking a little breather is quite okay. There's nothing wrong with that, right? A lot of people may have been shocked to see this. Oh my God, we had such a fall. We haven't seen these kind of prices since this morning. So, you know, a lot of times people just quite exaggerate, but yeah, that's exactly true. We are exactly where we are this morning, right around $90,000. Again, let that sink in. We are at $90,000. My God, that is insane. Insane if you think about it. Right? So 100,000 is right around the corner. Again, it could happen tomorrow. It could happen tonight. It could happen end of the week. It's right around the corner. There are a lot of options betting on this. I think it's going to come much sooner than expected. Yeah, it's just, I mean, I can't imagine. I can't imagine once we break 100K, and I think we're going to do so before the end of this week. I don't know where we will be by the end of this month. And I can't even guess where we will be by the end of December. If we break 100K by the end of November, we could end up being 125, 150 by the end of December. And that pushes us into 2025. And I have no idea where we will be. It's just absolutely mind-boggling to think how far we have come, how fast we have moved so far. And of course, there are many charts that show that, yeah, we're nowhere close to top. You guys know this. Nowhere close to top. This is actually putting the fear measurement into this. And you can see, are we in extreme greed? No. Are we in extreme fear? No. We better not be in extreme fear. But anyways, you guys know we are nowhere near top. We are still moving upwards. And we got an entire freaking year. That's what's exciting. Those of you guys that are feeling the FOMO, you're feeling a little dirty about all the gains, we're still in 2024. We're not even in 2025. All this that you see in 2017 and beyond, that was the final year. That wasn't 2016. Just wait until we get into the final year and wait until then. It's going to be much crazier than now. Maybe not for Bitcoin because we're so high, but that's when true altcoin season breaks out. And that's when explosions happen. And new memes come out and existing memes blow up. And we already have some memes that are blowing up. And I got to make some calls because I was right on some of these. Right now, we do have memes blowing up. Obviously, I've talked about DOGE, right? But we got a couple others. You may be wondering why DOGE is blowing up. It blew up the last few days, and that's because of this new Department of Government Efficiency. DOGE actually calmed down today. It was still doing well. It didn't go down. It calmed down today because it's been pumping for so much because of this new initiative between Trump and Vivek and Elon, right? But I did see this. Billy Marcus, one of the founders of Doge, says that, hey, here's the code you can implement to remove the inflation of Dogecoin. If you convince community and miners to update their code, do it. Then Dogecoin will not inflate anymore. And he seems to be very bothered by it. You know, like him and the other guy that created Doge. You know what? They didn't even believe in their own project. That's why they sold all their coins. Otherwise, they would be sitting pretty like Elon being billionaires. But like, you know, I don't quite get it. But anyways, Elon chimed in. I think the flat inflation of Dogecoin, which means decreasing percentage inflation, is a feature, not a bug. So are they going to do something? Well, this does show the inflation percentage decreasing over time, but are they going to do something else? I don't know. But if they are going to be making any improvement, it's going to take the whole community and it's going to take the miners to be able to do it. You know, that's part of the decentralized system, right? So Doge, obviously, in a way, but today is not Doge Day. Today is Pepe Day. Pepe is now at a 10 billion freaking market cap. 10 billion. Now, I know it's not a small cap, it's a big cap, but I did call this. I said Pepe, I think, is going to be the Doge of this cycle. Right? And it's looking like it is. It's very close to Shiba. And it's skyrocketing, and there's two reasons for this. Number one, it got listed on Robinhood today, okay? And then afterwards, Coinbase joined in the fun and added Pepe. So you got two major trading platforms that both added it, and that's what caused the FOMO. And last year, or earlier this year, when Pepe was still very down, I should listen to my own advice because I did an interview with Altcoin Daily, and I think it was last year, when Pepe was still like 1 billion or something, maybe even less. And he asked me this question like, hey, if you only had $1,000 or something, and you had to maximize your returns, you had to pick one crypto to buy to hold on for this bull market or something like that, what would you buy? And I said, I would put $1,000 in Pepe. I should listen to that because it went up like, I don't know, at least 100-fold since then. Yeah. So Pepe leading the way. Now that it's on Robinhood and Coinbase, it's shocking how well it did before it was listed on these two. But now, because it's on these two, you got to figure with all the FOMO that's going to be happening with retail, I mean, Pepe may be unstoppable, and it could be the next Doge. Okay, so I just got to point that out. But it's not just Pepe. After Coinbase decided to list them, they're like, okay, we're not done. Let's list another one. They listed WIF. So WIF also shot up to the moon today. I didn't even pull them up. What is WIF at? WIF also like blew up today. WIF is up 37%. They're up 4 billion in market cap. That's a big one too. So there are a lot of memes blowing up right now. And there's a new one, of course, the peanut one that's above 2 billion now. And there's another one, GOAT, that's, you know, a new one that's above 1 billion. There are so many that are blowing up right now. What's not to love? What's not to love, right? So yeah, retail is definitely getting excited about memes, Bitcoiners and institutions getting excited about Bitcoin. Right now, I guess, you know, there are still a lot of movement with chains too. Like, I know Sui is doing well, up 11% today. Man, look at Pepe up here at number 14, right? You know, so there are still some movement. I know XRP's been moving recently. Cardano moved recently. Solana moved recently, right? Everything's moving. But today is definitely meme day and Bitcoin day. Yeah. It's good. It's good all around. It's good all around. And there are many others that pump too. Like all these, like Bonk also went up today. I think Myro went up today. All the Solana memes went up today. There are so many that went up today. So it's all looking good. You know what else went up today? My DCA portfolio. Okay. I pulled it up. Today's DCA night. So I pulled it up here. Look at this. 1 week performance up 19%, guys. 19%. My portfolio jumped from $30,000 to $35,800. And I don't even have that much memes in here, but I do know I have Pepe in here. I'm pretty sure I have Pepe. Look at that. It jumped 77% in here. And I also have Myro in here. It jumped 38% in here. I have Snack in here that didn't do anything. I have Whiff that's in here, but I have very little Whiff. And I have Cock in here that didn't really jump. But, you know, Pepe did something for my portfolio. See, sometimes that's why I say it's not bad to mix some memes into your portfolio, to have a small percentage, because when they run, it carries your portfolio, right? But anyways, yeah, up 35%. I mean, up 90% week over week. Now up 100% in total. This number, like I said, I think by the end of this cycle, this number is going to blow up to about 200,000. That's my prediction. Just from DCAing $100 every week and through the gains that we'll see. It's ambitious, but I think I'm going to prove it to you guys. That's why I keep doing this every Wednesday. All right. So what am I going to add this week? I guess I should add a meme or something. You know, I don't have... Oh, I do have Whiff in here. I have so little Whiff. And not enough... Well, I guess my Pepe is at 500. I guess that's something. Nero or Brett? I don't know. I think I was going to spread it among these two. I don't think you can discount. I don't think you could discount the Coinbase effect. Okay. Coinbase effect is real. When FOMO hits, it's going to hit hard. So I'm just going to DCA into these two. So $100. So I'll do $50 into Pepe. 500002341. So that is 2135839. All right, and then I'll add a transaction for Whiff. There we go. Kind of laggy there. All right, $50. 12.1065. All right. All right. So I added $100 to memes today. So Pepe and Whiff, since they both got added on Coinbase, I think it's going to go nutty. They're both going to go nutty. There's going to be a lot more memes going nutty. Everything's going to go nutty. You could see all-time performance plus 97%. Not bad, but it could be a lot better. But you could see this chart right here, right? Start from all the way down here, and then it peaked here in 2020, March right here, and then went down, and then boom. Now we're past March of 2024. way above March 2024. I know that's hard to see, but that's the power of DCA. That's all you had to do. Just DCA. This is every Wednesday, $100. That's it. All right. Let's do some Q&A. All right. I might have missed some super chats that disappeared. I apologize. There is a $20 one. Do you know MSTR 2100? What is your opinion? If that's a meme coin, Meiji bro, I have no idea what MSTR 2100 is. That like a RWA play on MicroStrategy? Because that's what it sounds like. I have no idea what it is. Octavio, I'm buying RWA tokens. Like what? Like what? Ondo? You know, I drew this line. Bitcoin is following this line pretty darn closely, right? Whenever we break out, you could see break out here, hits it, we break out, go below, but we're still hugging it. We break out again, go below. And then now we're hugging it. It's actually following this trend line pretty closely. Chematic still hit $3 to bull run. I'm not so sure about that. I'm really neutral to not neutral on Matic now. They're just really weak, and they're really threatened by all the L2s out there. I don't know if they could hit $3. That's a 10x from here, a little bit less than 10x. There's always a chance, but right now they have zero momentum. And they have dual chains now, which makes things even more complicated. Lazaro and Sunny, you guys basically asked the same question. And no, I did not migrate. Alex Vibes. Thoughts on Giga on Solana monthly chart. Giga Chad. 500 million market cap. It's a meme. You don't really need to chart memes. Alex, like 500 million, like you don't need to chart this. It's either go pump or not pump. That's really that's what it comes to memes. Pepe didn't pump because the charts look good. It pumped because it got listed on Robinhood and Coinbase, right? You know, it's silly to try to chart memes. That's what it comes down to. Chris Videography, you're welcome. 2021 to now, long time, 3 years. 3 years. Brett, I don't know about Brett. Brett is on base. You figure it should. Why did that just turn like that? It's on base, so you figure it should be listed on Coinbase, but, you know, they may seem biased if they did that. %, not bad. Not bad at all. Think Doge or Pepe does better this cycle? I mean, Doge is at 56, 57 billion market cap. Pepe is still at 10 billion, right? Pepe has to go up another 5x to equal Doge. So I still think Pepe has a greater upside. Jason, full moon on 15th. That's 2 days from now. That may be, if you think about it, maybe when Bitcoin hits 100,000. That would be really insane. Why do you think ETH isn't running up? I've answered that question many times. Because we have Solana and because we have a lot of other L2s. That's why. What do you think about the DePIN narrative? Also, Peak Network design for it that just launched. DePIN is fine, but there are so many DePINs. We always had DePIN. No one called a DePIN before, but we've always had DePIN. It's just a very boring field. It's useful, but boring. No one really cares about, you know, decentralized infrastructure. dApps do, game makers do, but like regular users, you just care about great games or great utility, right? So it's more like a business play. But as a user, you can rent out your GPU or your hard drive and make a little money. I don't know anyone that's actually doing that, you know? How much further do you think Pepe Whiff can go? It could go up infinitely. It's just the beginning. Johnny 5, is it weird that I feel dirty and like it? That's part of being crypto, man. I think I coined that term, feeling dirty, because you're just like, you don't know how to feel because you're just making too much money. Dustin, can you look at Injective? Really interesting project. Dustin, man, I've covered Injective for years. I know all about it. Yes, it is an interesting project. You mentioned that like it's some brand new project that no one has heard of before. That's why I laugh. No, it's a great project. It's a great project. Look at that pump this morning. And then a bigger pump. Lincoln, I still remember you. Stop asking about Litecoin, dude. You're just losing money by holding on your Litecoin, man. Had you converted to Bitcoin like I told you to, you would be up so much more. I can't believe you're still talking about Litecoin, man. Sith Lord, thanks for your constant positivity. I was losing patience, but then I sell and continue DCA. You know what? That's what I'm here for. I've done this for many cycles. We always go through this. We always go through these bad, long, prolonged down cycles. And then we start moving upwards like clockwork. Base Pepe. Copycats never do as well as the original. Sui climbed a little bit today. AVAX still kind of weak. Still waiting for AVAX to do something. Doge climbed down a little bit, but overall you could see it's still climbing up. The trend is still positive. You could definitely see there's a trend here. So that's pretty good. But it hasn't been able to surpass 43 cents. Whiff, definitely a big jump. Kind of a little flag, I think. Kind of a little flag. Do I still think Solana will hit 1K? Yes. That's just a 5x. 5x. That's very easy. Very easily done. Yeah, you know, now thinking about Brett is on base. It makes sense. I think that could certainly be it. Hazan, what do you think personally? Do we correct every moment strongly or do we continue to improve? What do you mean by that? I don't know what you mean by that. Like, what do you mean correct strongly? Like have a huge dip, like a 30% dip or something, or just like like something like this. This is not that big of a dip, but I mean, if you're highly leveraged, you could get wiped out. But you know, this is not that big of a dip. We started a day like right around here, so I mean, we didn't dip at all. If that's what you're asking, I mean, and is that really a dip? Looking at this. Do I think Solana will surpass ETH? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. WDog, you're welcome. I'm glad you're here. Team Racing, thank you. In case people missed it, because I see people still asking about it. The portfolio is up 18.7%. It was actually higher because I DCA'd, but it was about up 19% week over week. And overall up about 96%. Up 20% in a single week. That's not bad. Not bad at all. George, to another George. I saw your super chat earlier today. So earlier this stream, that disappeared. Thank you. You're welcome. You know, that's what I'm here for. I'm always glad and humbled by people because, you know, I help change a lot of people's lives. I think I did. And a lot of you guys tell me you did. So I'm glad to hear that. I never grew up thinking that, you know, I would, or I would be doing this, or I would be in crypto, or I would change my own life, let alone like thousands or tens of thousands or millions of lives. So, you know, it's funny how life turns out that way. This bull run, it's not organic. It should make a huge correction to 7,800. Why do you think it's not organic? If it's not organic, who's making it happen? Thank you, everyone. If Sol flips ETH, will ETH remain a top 10 project or just become irrelevant? ETH can't really die. It'll never become irrelevant. It'll be in the top 10. Keep in mind, we still have ETH ETFs. All the layer 2s still use ETH as gas. It can't really just die. It'll still be in the top 10. It'll be like number 3 for a long, long, long time. No one's going to surpass ETH as number 3 for a while. Unless DOGE or like BNB or another meme or something blows up. I just don't see it. Not for a while. ESP, don't use someone else's super chat to get attention for your question. Defizi, you want to bet on it? You want to bet that Sol will flip ETH by the end of 2025? Steve, can you check out DGen? I've heard of it before. 250 million. Yeah, that doesn't look very good. Doesn't look very good. Steve, yeah, I don't think that chart looks very good. Pepe thoughts, more to follow. Yeah, for sure. Because it's on Coinbase. When the FOMO hits, oh, I could see. DGen's on Base. Base memes just don't do well. Here's my unpopular opinion about Base. The only reason why Base memes got popular was because Solana had that network issue that lasted 2 weeks. Guess where all the memes went? Base. If Solana didn't have those 2 weeks of problems, all the memes would have been on Solana. Brett would have launched on Solana. And there would be no Brett on Base. And DGen would not exist on Base and stuff. But like Base memes don't really get hot. It was just only Brett. And it was just the right timing. That was it. That's my unpopular opinion, but I think it's right. Because since then, there has been no other popular memes on Base. It's all on Solana. Every single one is on Solana. What do you think about Rose compared to ICP? Rose itself, Oasis is great. I don't know why you would compare it to ICP, because ICP isn't that great. Should I throw my Chainlink in the trash? No, you should just probably continue to hold it. Chainlink is kind of like Cardano. Every cycle, it's slow, it doesn't move, and then all of a sudden just starts moving. It's like every single time it's like that. Every single time. It's insanely useful, but it's just very boring. But Chainlink is in RWA now, so that could change things. They're working with a lot of banks, and you know, maybe one of the banks start using Chainlink heavily, and that could change things. So who knows? Who knows? You should do more research on bait memes. You're so wrong. Okay, give me another popular 07 Gaming Expert. Give me another popular base meme that's above $1 billion market cap, since you're so informed about base memes. See? You know how many 1+ billion memes are on Solana? And there's one on Base. Don't say it's getting started. Don't give me that nonsense, okay? Because they're not popular, period. All right, guys, that is it. You know what? Today's a great day for Bitcoin and memes. All memes. Oh, not all, but most memes. And tomorrow, it could get even better. So stay strong, stay focused, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning, usual time, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right, last 3 questions. Only thing that tops recent inflation is ETH gas. PAL merger, cancel, bought more, lower my cost basis. Okay, new member. Do you think the cycle will be a super cycle? I do. I've said that many times. I think institutions and now maybe a strategic reserve, these things will cause a super cycle. All right, take care, guys. Bye-bye.
What do you think about Ripple?
Well, I mean, I think it's too centralized, but I definitely want to meet Chris Larson.